You need to target your communication, how you communicate your competences, your values. Which sources do you use? I mean, definitely as a consultant, you don't run billboards, you don't run jingles or TV commercials. I know that, okay, you do. Tell us how that is done.
You can run all that.
Sorry?
Remember, being a consultant is a business.
Yep.
On its own.
Yeah.
So you can either sell yourself or you sell your
Organization
that you run. So if you're a consultant in something, whichever method a company, a middle, an SME or a multinational will use, whether radio, TV, billboards, social media,
you can use it as well.
You can use it as well. Why? Because you're selling a service, remember. You're just selling yourself because
so you can use traditional media, you can use social media
anything
to market your competence and value.
Yes, you can do that. It's accepted.
What about cold calls? Does it work in consulting?
Absolutely. Not here. We've not gotten there yet.
We've not gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Very few people do it. Very, very few people do it. But I've seen it a lot of times when consultants outside the country do it. They have lots of people making phone calls to say, do you want to invite this person to come speak at your event? Do you want to invite this person? Do you want to buy this? They go at you, they come at you.
Yep.
They call you. I've gotten calls from some people in the US that work for a particular consultant, and I'm wondering, excuse me? And says, do you want this person to come to your event? Is there anything you want him to do for you? Do you want to join his training? Do you want to? And I'm like, okay, this is another level. So they have made the
cold calls
a business. You know, his personality has employed a lot of people. So it's a business.
Yeah.
And it's whoever you want to. So as a consultant, you can make money, you can promote yourself, you can tell people about your experience.
Then that means as a consultant, and please, this is a question in form of a statement. As a consultant, you can also, pick your beam light, your searchlight, and move around the economic landscape to identify areas where you can pitch your nets, as it were.
Absolutely.
If you can't do cold calls in our environment because you don't want to appear to be in people's faces, in our environment, people tend to resist you when you're in their faces.
Yes.
Maybe a way around that would be for you to continuously gauge the landscape and identify places where you can pitch your business into.
Yes, absolutely. One of the things I do is brand consultancy. Help people set up businesses. No, I don't stop there, but brand positioning. You need to position the business in such a way that it will survive. Because sometimes, a lot of times, most times, the reason why businesses fail is just because they're not properly positioned.
Yeah.
And when you look at positioning matrices, you look at things that will make you survive.
Yeah.
How would customers see you?
Yeah.
What we did, what's the first impression? You know, so for me, brand management helped me to position my clients properly.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for a while, for about 8 years now. And so I can say that if you know your niche, it's easy for you to tell people, this is what I do. If you need this kind of service, talk to me, I'm going to help you. It's easier.
So do you pitch your service to those that you've identified that there's a gap in your business growth? Do you pitch yourself to them?
Yes, you do. You're a service. You're a product. You offer a service.
So the consultant should even see himself or herself as a product.
Okay, let's start from there. The consultant is a product.
Is a product.
Is a product to be sold in the market. This is a product. This should be sold to the market. So the consultant is a product. When you take this, it has an effect on you. The services the consultant will offer is the effect this drink will have on your body.
Is the benefit.
Benefits. So let's say every consultant, we've defined who a consultant is somebody who has a wealth of experience or knowledge that is practicable, that can solve problems. Now, let's see you as a product.
So
package that product and sell.
So all the parameters and indices of branding a product or service, the consultant must also replicate it on himself, his personality, and amongst other things.
Yes.
And that's one of the other things you do in
Absolutely.
terms of prospecting for